Well, good evening, everybody, to Trojan Football 2001. Tonight, the Trojans host those Buffaloes from Newport, and it is homecoming tonight here at UDA. So there will be some halftime festivities, which will not show up on the football tape, but some of the pregame stuff, such as the chorus out there gathering at the center field area for the national anthem and so forth, a special feature of tonight's ball game here at the old ballpark. The Newport Buffaloes come in with a identical record, as far as we're told, with the Trojans at 2-4 here in Game 8 of the schedule. Game 7 on league play, and the Trojans having picked up 2 victories, one over Lion Mountain and the other over Lourdes, and the Newport Buffaloes coming in with 2 league victories as well. So we'll have the national anthem here, and then we'll be back with the bus, and we'll receive tonight's opening kickoff from the Newport Buffaloes. And so we'll be set to go here in just a moment. Co-captains tonight are Buffington for UDA and also Stephen Minnick. Zach Buffington and Stephen Minnick. So we'll get it going here now and see if we can generate some offense. As I mentioned earlier, both clubs having a off season now. The Buffaloes with the graduation of Todd Shipp last year, that came out there and really hurt the Trojans the last couple of years as he was quarterbacking this Buffalo club to some victories over UDA. But tonight it's a different ball game, as happens to many schools, and so the Trojans will send out their young ball club and see if we can't pick up another W here tonight against these Newport Buffaloes. It's a beautiful, beautiful evening for football. Absolutely gorgeous. There's a little bit of a cloudiness in the sky, but no rain predicted at all, no wind, and the field in excellent condition. So we should be set for a nice ball game. As I said, homecoming night. That gets everybody riled up, especially if we can beat the ball club that we're hosting tonight, and that's what we're going to try to do. Back deep to receive the kick is Minnick on the far side, and I think it's Markle on the near side for UD. I'll double check that. Yeah, it is. Austin Markle near side, Stephen Minnick deep. And here's our opening kickoff. It's going to be a squib kick. It didn't go far enough for the first down, hold everything. No, yes, it did. All right, it did, and recovered by Newport. So they start off with a little squib kick, an onside kick, and by gosh, it's successful. So the Trojans immediately send the defense out there, as Newport will have the ball on the UDA 49-yard line. So, gosh, that's a heck of a way to start the ball game, but the Trojans now have to play some defense. The advantage of receiving the opening kick goes down the drain with that play. Newport from the I formation at the UDA 49-yard line, 1st and 10. Quarterback will hand it to the fullback, and he'll dive ahead for maybe 2 yards down here to the 48 before he's gang tackled in there by any number of Trojans. Good stop made by UDA. Center of that UDA line, on that stop, 5 or 6 black shirts in there that time. Have a good contrast in the boys tonight. The UDA in black and white, and the Newport Buffaloes in white and teal, I guess you'd call that, kind of a light blue color. Or dark blue, I guess it is. Anyway, gain of a yard or so. It'll be 2nd down and about 9. They go with a single set in the backfield. Tight end will set himself on the far side of the field this time on his 2nd down and 9 play. QB will pitch it back. The running back's got it back here. After him is Matt Loesch, and Matt Loesch will throw him down for a loss back at the 46-yard line. And lost on the play of about 4 yards. It'll be 3rd down and nearly 13. So good play that time by Matt Loesch, who rushed right in there and did not let the young running back get loose at all. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and about 13. Again from the single set. Go the Buffaloes. He's going to go back. He looks like he wants to throw. Fires one over the middle. It is tipped up in the air and incomplete tipped by Matt Loesch, who got his hands on it out there for UDA. And it'll bring up a 4th down and about 13, and so the Newport Buffaloes will have to punt this one away. And UD will send back Tweedy as a single deep set for the Trojans to receive this punt. First punt of the ball game. Young Buffalo will step up to about his 42-yard line to get this one off. They send a man in motion over the far side, and a nice kick going to be taken here at the 19-yard line. Eddie up to the 30 and across the 30 to the 32 perhaps, where Twee is tackled out there. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Trojans in good field position on their own 32-yard line. Buffington, the quarterback for UDA. Zach feeling a little injury pressure last time went out of the ball game in the second half of our ball game last week, but he's back tonight as he'll hand this one off to Minnick, and he'll dive ahead for maybe a yard or two, not much on that play. Out to about the 34-yard line goes Stephen. It'll be a gain of about 2 or so, and that's it. Single set is Minnick on this play. This is a 2nd down and 9. See if we pass one over the middle here. That's one of Buffington's favorite routes. And we'll see what he does with it. He's drifting back, rolls over to the left side, passes one downfield. It's complete over there to Wiest. And Wiest has got it, and he'll go out of bounds at the 1st down marker. So Justin Wiest picks up the first down of the ball game for the Trojans on about a 10-yard pass play out to the 40, just about 44-yard line. And it's 1st and 10, UDA. On a 1st and 10. Again, they'll line up with the eye in the backfield. The fullback is Loesch. Second man through there is Minnick, and Minnick spins down into Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line of the Newport Buffaloes. A nice run by Stephen Minnick, picking up 8 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 2. 2nd and 2. Minnick will check out of the ball game now as Tweedy comes in as the running back for UDA on this 2nd down and 2 play. Eddie the running back, and Loesch remains as the fullback. Buffington hands this one off. It's going to be Minnick driving it ahead for maybe a yard. Not enough for the 1st down. He's going to be a little bit short, or Eddie it was. He's a little short of the 1st down. Be 3rd and 1. Third down and 1. Twee will check out of the ball game for the Trojans. Okay, here we go on a 3rd down and 1, and timeout called by UDA. This play did not look like it was set up nearly correctly, and so they call time, and they'll talk it over. Timeout on the field, no score. UDA looking at a 3rd down and 1. Okay, the Trojans with a 3rd and 1. And Eddie does not have the 1st down as he got to the line of scrimmage and got bumped down hard in there. And it's going to bring up a 4th down and about a yard. So the Trojans fail to pick up the 1st down on the 3rd and 1. And they'll try it again, I believe. Buffington wants them to go for it, and he thinks they will. So Bryce Harmon Jr., 84, come into the ball game. He'll replace Eddie for the Trojans. Trojans missing the services tonight of Zach the Ripper Smelts, who normally would play the fullback position out there. Zach picked up a stretched Achilles tendon or something like that, and he is hurting. Here's a pass over this side, tipped up in the air, incomplete, intended for Wiest, but a little bit too high adjusted, couldn't grab that one. And so the Newport will take over now, 1st and 10 on the 47-yard line. So both teams struggling offensively here as the Trojans turn it over. Had 2 shots from a 3rd and 1 and a 4th and 1, and didn't pick up the 1st down. So Newport has the football on their own 47-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Buffaloes. From the I formation go the Buffaloes on this 1st and 10. Whoops, the ball dribbled once, and they'll pick it up, though, and up the middle he goes with it for about 2 yards after he picked up that quarterback picked up that loose football. Picked up 2 to the 50-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and well, looks like that's about 2nd and 8, a long 8 or short 8. Okay, with a single set this time of man, the slot on the far side of the field they go. Quarterback will hand it. Coming across this way, he comes for nearly a 1st down. It is a 1st down, I believe, as he travels down to the 42-yard line of Upper Dauphin. And they're making the 43. It's awfully close, and they're going to be having to, nope, I thought they're going to measure it, but nope, it is a 1st down. So Newport picks up the 1st down at the Trojan 43. Got 6 minutes remaining here in the 1st quarter. No score. The Trojans hoping to keep it that way as far as Newport's concerned, but let's see what the Buffaloes do with it here now as they go back to that I formation in the backfield on this 1st and 10 from the UDA 43. Quarterback still has it. He's going to run around the right side. He's got plenty of running room down to the 40, the 30, down to the 20-yard line, and bounces inside the 20-yard line at about the 18-yard line. So you can see the pursuit was in the backfield looking for the runners back there, and everybody kind of vacated the right side, and he took off and got all the way down to the 18-yard line where it'll be put in play 1st and 10 for Newport on the Trojan 18-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 18-yard line for the Newport Buffaloes. Again, from the I they go. Handoff is to number 20. He goes around the right side, down to the 15, inside the 10. Down to somewhere around the 8. Looks like another 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal, or darn close to it. Let's see where they spot him. They'll spot it right at the 10 or maybe the 9-yard line. It'll be short of the 1st down by 1 yard and placed down at the 9-yard line of Upper Dauphin. So the Trojans looking like they're going to be backed right up to the goal line here in a moment. 2nd down and about 2. Up the middle, but nothing doing that time. They piled them up pretty quickly inside there. Long ends in there along with, let's see, 70, is it? Yeah. Ryan Fessler Langens initiating the hit that time. Gain of a yard to be 3rd down and 1. Ball's at the 8-yard line of UDA.
Get up on him, Tweed. Oh.
Pitches over here for 33. Comes around this side. He's got some running room to the 5. A flag is thrown. Hold everything. Probably got a hold called on the Buffaloes. We'll see. Flag thrown right here. You can see it. And although he got into the end zone, but this one I think is pretty much coming back. Holding called against Newport. And so the Trojans will, of course, accept that. And the Buffaloes will be penalized and lose the 6 points. So the ball's going to come all the way back to the 14-yard line where it'll be 3rd down and 6 or so. 3rd down and a long 6. So the Trojans catch a break there now. We can capitalize on that. 3rd down and 6. Now the ball back at the 14-yard line. Quarterback wants to throw. Looking, screens a little one over to this side, but we got a man there, and he's tripped up as Wade Whitmer spins him around out there, then finally finished off by Jeffries, but Wade Whitmer got a hand on him first and spun him around, kind of knocked him off balance, and Jeffries making the final hit on him. So it'll be spotted at the 13.5-yard line and bring up a 4th down, and timeout's going to be called now by Newport, as both ball clubs being stymied on the offense here a little bit, and the Trojan defense looking good right at the moment. So we'll be right back. 3:55 remaining here in the first quarter. No score. Okay, big play for both squads now. Newport on a 4th down. Trojans need to get in there. QB looking to throw, firing, downfield. Man is out there, tipped up in the air and incomplete. Okay. So the Trojans have held, and they'll take over now on their own 18-yard line. 1st and 10. Pass was a little high that time, and Lindsay of the Newport Buffaloes was unable to haul that one in. And so the Trojans take over now, heading the other way. Two teams who are struggling and should be a good ball game. Remember that ball game over there at Lion Mountain? Two struggling ball clubs played a heck of a ball game. The Trojans coming out a winner on that one, so let's see what happens now. They'll go with Tweedy as a single set in the backfield this time behind Zach Buffington. Zach wants to throw, looking over the middle, into the arms of Wade Whitmer. Wade at the 50, the 45, the 40, the 35, the 20, and dragged down at the 12-yard line. An excellent catch and an excellent play. There's that one I was talking about earlier where I know Buffington likes to hit those slant-in patterns, and boy, Wade was there, and he would not be denied. A great catch and a great run all the way down to the, well, they spotted at the 10-yard line, just outside of the 10. It's 1st and 10 UDA. It will not be 1st and goal, I don't believe, but it'll be just outside. I'll show it to you here. There's the football, and that's the 10-yard line. So conceivably enough for a 1st down, but we don't want that. We want a touchdown. Same lineup here. This time it's going to be Minnick. Minnick heads upfield and gets tackled at the 9. Not too much on that one. Picks up 1 yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
That's how he scored.
2nd and 9. Trojans got to get in here now, especially after defending so well on the north end of the field here where the Newport Buffaloes were threatening. Now let's see if we can capitalize on this. Again, from the single set they go. Back to pass goes Buffington. Looking, fires one into the end zone. It's tapped down and incomplete. Threw into some heavy coverage that time looking for Wade Whitmer, but there was a couple of 2 or 3 Buffaloes there, and they just knocked it out of there. So bring up a 3rd down and 9.
Oh, that's right. You play with her, son.
3rd and 9. Same lineup with that single set in the backfield. It's Minnick. Fake. Here comes a pass. It is complete. Was it a touchdown? Yes, it was. It was a touchdown. Sure it was. He caught it in the end zone. The Newport Buffaloes knocked him back out, but he had crossed the plane, was standing there. So a super catch that time by Wade Whitmer making the catch, I think it was that time. And UD up 6-0. Extra point try coming up. Snaps down, placements up, play kick is good. And now with 2:35 left here in the first quarter, the Trojans go up 7-0. So Joe the Toe Clark will tee it up here now for UDA as the Trojans get set to kick off for the first time here in the ball game, following their first touchdown. And we'll see if Joe can get a good one off here now. Here comes the kick. It's a good kick. Way down the field, taken at this 13-yard line. They're going to reverse it. Here he is at the 20, the 25. Still on his feet, reverses the field, cuts it back over the other way. Gets a good block. And at the 40, the 45, the 50, all the way downfield he's going. Then he reverses it again. It gets down to the 30-yard line of UDA. A super run back by number 33, I think it was, 34, whatever. 33 of the Newport Buffaloes. What a terrific run back of that kick. All the way down to the 31-yard line of UDA. 1st and 10 Newport. Wow, that was a pretty darn exciting run, wasn't it? Yep. And I'll tell you, two teams equally matched that way. Yeah, this is far from over. First and 10 Newport on the Trojan 31, just outside the Trojan 30-yard line. From the running gun formation. 20 down to the 25, maybe the 24. See where they mark it. Looks like about the 25. Picking up nearly 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Ball spotted just inside the UDA 25-yard line. Got a minute 50 remaining here in the first quarter. Trojans up 7-0.
That's all right. It happens. That's no stats difference. Not it, look.
And the Buffaloes put it in play 1st and 10.
Yeah, I know. Make sure you get meters or resets on.
Pitches back here to 33. He'll try to come around this. This is Hoarding. Hoarding steps back, cuts it back across the field. Now he's got some running room again. Another fake out there, but this time it's going to be Jeffries that grabs him and puts him down at the 20-yard line. It'll be close to the first down, but he ran about 35 yards and picked up 6, maybe. Nope, 3rd down, short. So all that running gained him about 4 yards. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 1. So he actually picked up 5. He needed 6, picked up 5. 3rd and 1. Ball now at the 21-yard line of UDA. Here's 20 with it, down to the 15, down to the 10. And perhaps inside the 10 he is. He's at the 9-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Newport Buffaloes at the Trojan 9-yard line. Wow. Mattern and Mace checking out of the ball game for UDA. It is 1st and goal from the 9. Newport looking to get on the board. Here goes that Hoarding again, I think it is, and he'll go inside the 5. I don't think he's in, no indication, but he's down there at about the 1. 2nd and goal now. As the buzzer goes, and they're going to march 99 yards downfield now as the quarter has come to an end. So at the end of 1 quarter here at UDA Trojan 7 and the Newport Buffaloes nothing, but they're on the doorstep. Okay, here we go as we begin the 2nd quarter of action here now. The Newport Buffaloes heading south here at the ballpark. They line up with that Hoarding 33 as the running back. And it's the fullback gets the handoff and the 6 points as he goes over the right side and gets himself 6 points from 1 yard out. So that makes the score UDA 7 and the Newport Buffalo 6. And a very important extra point try coming up here in just a second. Hoarding will hold the kick of this ball. He'll be the holder. Nope, he's going to run it too. And they're going to go for 2. He got a deke one guy. Did he get in? I think he might have. Nope, he says short. Nope, he did not get in as his knee touched down at about the 1. And he did not get in. So that makes the score remain now. The Trojans 7 and the Newport Buffaloes 6. And we'll be back with a Newport kickoff here in just a moment. Okay, getting set to kick off to either Minnick or Markle. Markle, the man on the far side of the field for UD, Austin Markle. Stephen Minnick on the near side. Now, the first time they kicked off, of course, it was a little squib kick, and this time it's going to be a bounding kick. Picked up out here by Whitmer. Wade Whitmer up the middle with it. Gets to the 42-yard line. Good run back by Wade as he has the Trojans in excellent field position at the 42-yard line of Upper Dauphin, where they'll put it in play 1st and 10. Just started to play here, and we've played 12 seconds into the 2nd period, so Trojans with all kinds of time here now to take the ball downfield and widen their margin. We lead by 1, 7-6. Minnick will line up as a single set in the backfield this time. Trojans can run or pass from this lineup. And it looks like they'd like the pass. They dump a screen over to this side. It's over the head of Matt Loesch. And incomplete. So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. It's a good play. Had a couple of guys out here to defend for him, but just a little bit overthrown and couldn't pick that one off. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Matt Loesch will line up as the single set, the running back this time for UD on this 2nd and 10. Buffington would like to throw. He's getting a big rush, and he's going to be thrown down back at the 30-yard line. They're going to mark it just outside the 30. Loss on the play of about 9 or 10. Actually, about 9. It'll be 3rd down and 19. Okay. Big 3rd down play coming up here now for UD as they'll go from a shotgun. They'll be throwing it on this one, so we'll stay back here a little bit. To throw. Fires one over the right side. Is incomplete. Intended over there for Jeffries, or for Harmon rather. Bryce Harmon was the intended receiver, but it was incomplete, and the Trojans will have to punt the ball out of there. It'll be 4th and about 19. So Jeffries will go back to punt for UDA. I think it's the first time in the ball game that he's going to be called upon to punt. Gets the punt away, a nice punt. Comes down here, and let's see. If he touched it, should be UD ball. What are they calling this one? Huh? If he touched it, let's go. How about our ball? Upper Dolphin ball should be. In case you guys here confirm. Oh. What the heck? Coach would like a little bit of explanation on that one. Wow. Anyway, they didn't know what to call. No, they didn't know how to call that one, how to rule that one. They should have left the referee decide. But anyway, Newport gets a break there the way it looks. And it'll be 1st down for Newport on the UDA, on the Newport 32-yard line. Buffaloes will put it in play right there. An eye in the backfield. Quarterback has a man coming in motion this side. Pitches back over there to Hording. Hording will try to turn it upfield. Now he reverses it again. This time, however, he's going to run into a good stop out there by number 71, Hunsberger, who comes up and stays there and makes a good tackle that time for UDA. Way to go. No gain on that play after he ran around a lot out there. But he gets nothing for it. It'll be 2nd down and 10. That Hording is quick, and he doesn't mind reversing his field at all. If he sees something blocked up there, he'll just change course. But that time, the Trojans really stuck with him and allowed him no gain on the play. 2nd and 10. 27 over the middle. He goes with it. A good stop in there made by number 61, Nace. Drew making a good stop in there. Gain of about 3. 3rd and 7 now for the Newport Buffaloes. And a nice stop in there by Drew Mace. 3rd down 7 coming up. Ball laying right on the Newport 35-yard line now in this big 3rd down and 7 play. So the Trojans need to stop them here. Get that ball back. Quarterback would like to throw. Dumps one right over the middle to number 27, but right there to catch him is number 77, and that's that, yeah. Justin Mattern, that's it. Justin Mattern with the stop that time. Gain of 3 on the play. It'll bring up 4th down and a long 3, just about 4. Trojans send one man back to receive this kick. It's Twee Eddy. Twee standing back at his own 35-yard line. Snap is good. kick. Nice kick. He aims it away from Eddie, and it goes down and gets a good Newport roll all the way down to the 23-yard line, where it'll be put in play as it's downed out there. So the Trojans will put it in play, 1st and 10 on their own 22 or 3-yard line. We'll see where they spot it here in just a moment. Ball on the UDA 23 is where the Trojans will start out. Whitmer and Wiest flank out on the near side of the field for UDA on this 1st and 10. Single man in the backfield, this time behind quarterback Buffington. Pitches back here for Minnick, and Minnick, hey, bumps off of one guy, and he'll put his head down and duck out of bounds down here. Not much on that play, as the Newport Buffalo smelled that one out pretty quickly and sent a man or two in there after Steven, so he couldn't quite get loose. He lost about 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 13. Twee Eddy lines up as the running back on his 2nd down and 13 now for UDA. They got pushed back to their own 20-yard line. Back to pass goes Buffington. Fires one over here to Eddy, and he is going to be tackled with little or no gain on that play, as the Newport Buffaloes again come up there and spelled that one out very quickly, and Twee comes off the field limping a little bit. Now he's okay. Might have lost his shoe momentarily, I believe, and now he's going to go down and tie it up. Yep. So anyway, nothing on that play. It'll still be a 3rd and 13. 7 minutes remaining here in the first half. Trojans up 7-6. Well, look him over here now as we go on a 3rd down play. Buffington to throw. Dumps it right over the middle. Here's Loesch. Loesch at the 30. Loesch at the 35. Loesch at the 40. The 45. All the way upfield he comes with it. Matt Loesch running downfield. Don't block. Okay, it's going to be in for a touchdown. Matt Loesch goes all the way. There are no flags on the field. No flags that I see. Let's see what they're talking about out here. We may have a flag. We do have a flag. We have a flag up here at the 48-yard line. We have a flag at the 48-yard line of the Newport Buffaloes. Here's a bad block of some kind, and that's going to nullify a great run by Matt Loesch. Oh, my. Well, Matt's got to be disappointed on that one. This one's coming back, and somebody for the Trojans caught. I don't know, probably never saw it on the TV here. But at any rate, it's going to be marched back here, let's see, back to the 42-yard line, holding the call or illegal use of the hands of some kind, the call against the Trojans. So the ball comes back to the 42. It is a 1st down on the play, so it's 1st and 10 for the Trojans. But, wow, we lost 6 on that one, and we'll do it again. Joe Clark checking out of the ball game for UDA. Okay, 1st and 10 now. Boy, that was set up beautifully as Loesch right over the middle had a lot of good interference in front of him there, and he just got caught. Buffington again to throw. Now he'll take off with it up the middle with it. There's a flag on a face mask. Could be a 5-yard what do they call it? Unintentional. But we'll see. Very definitely a face mask. You can see Zach's head getting snapped around there. So could be, let's see, what they call this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5-yard. 5-yard unintentional face mask, they call it. It'll give the Trojans a 2nd down and about a yard or so. Face mask penalty. 1st down. Oh, that's right. Still 1st down. Okay. 1st and about 1.5 yards now for UDA.
Oh, here we go. This guy has no idea what he's doing.
Bryce Harmon coming in there. He'll line up over here in the slot. Trojans hand this one off. Minnick's got the 1st down and plenty more. Stephen Minnick breaking tackles all the way down to the 35-yard line of Newport. A fine run that time, picking up 13 yards on the play goes Stephen Minnick. And it'll be 1st and 10 UDA on the 35-yard line of Newport now. From the 35-yard line go the Trojans, 1st and 10. Minnick up the middle with it again. Bounces off a couple of tacklers down to the 25, the 20, and down to the 10-yard line goes Stephen Minnick. We'll see where they spot him, but another good run that time by Stephen Minnick, again breaking tackles and making some good yardage on his own there down the right side. The ball will be spotted. Let's see. Is it inside the 10? No, it's outside the 10 at the 12-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 UD from the Newport 12. Trojans with an opportunity to put some more on the board here. 5:25 remaining here in the first half of the ball game. Trojans leading by 1, and now timeout called for some purpose or another. Let's see. Timeout. Newport. Newport calls timeout. So we'll be right back with the Trojans having a 1st and 10 on the Newport 12. The Newport timeout is over, and we have got a 1st and 10 here now from the 12. From the shotgun go the Trojans. Buffington looking to throw over the middle. It is complete to Loesch. Touchdown. Matt Loesch for a touchdown. A 12-yard pass from Buffington to Loesch for the TD. And the Trojans go up 13-6, and an extra point try will be coming up here. Way to go, boys. A nice strong pass that time from Zach Buffington to Matt Loesch, and both these guys are on tonight as the Trojans will attempt the extra point try now. It'll be held out there by Buffington and kicked by Markle. Markle's kick is up, and it is good. Okay, it took a while. It was a high kick, kind of popped it up, but they got it in there. Good for a extra point. Okay, so with 5 minutes 21 seconds remaining here in the first half, the Trojans now lead the Newport Buffaloes 14-6. Trojans getting set to kick off now as Joe Clark has her teed up out here. And here's Joe's kick. It is good. Got to be taken all the way down to the 10-yard line. They're going to reverse it? No. To the 15, to the 20. He comes upfield still on his feet out at the 30-yard line. And ahead to the 32 he goes before he stopped out there by a couple of Trojans, including number 18, Robert Motter. 40, Drew Barter, also in on the stop for UDA. As was another young fella. Lost track of him. But at any rate, they stop him at the 30-yard line where Newport will put it in play now, 1st and 10. 5:11 left here in the first half. Trojans up 14-6. And here's the Buffaloes from the I formation. Running back gets the ball. That's Hording. Hording will drive it ahead for a baby 3 before he's stopped out there by a couple of Trojans, including Mattern. Gets off the bottom of that pile. Also number 64, Ethan Waters, in on the stop that time. Picked up 3 of the play. It'll be 2nd and 7. Nice stop that time. That Hording, 33 for them, is a very quick runner, as we've seen already, and he does probably 75% of all the running that the Newport Buffaloes do. They use him a lot. You go from the run and shoot formation. Quarterback has it. He's looking. Fires one over the middle. It is incomplete. Guarding out here is Jeffries for UD. 43 was the intended receiver, but nothing doing. There is a penalty flag, however, back around the line of scrimmage. And the Trojans are going to back up. Well, I'm not sure exactly what that is, but roughing the passer. We'll see what the call is here in just a moment. Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Okay. Didn't see that. Maybe it's on the tape. Maybe it's not. I'm not sure. But at any rate, it gives the Newport Buffaloes a first down now at the 49-yard line of Newport with 4:26 left here in the first half. Playing right out in front of us here at the old ballpark.
Now we got 15-yard penalty.
They'll go from the eye.
Now I think a pole.
Well, the ball is loose, but I think the quarterback probably fell on it.
Loss of about 5 yards. We'll bring up 2nd and 15.
Ball is spotted back now at the 45-yard line, where it'll be a loss of 4 on the play and bring up a 2nd down and 14.
Yeah.
2nd down, 14. Looking at the Newport Buffaloes. Inside of 4 minutes to play here in the half. Ball at the 46-yard line of Newport. Up the middle with it goes Hording. He's grabbed on to immediately, as several Trojans flopping on him out there, including Lungens and number 70. I think it's Ryan Fessler. Alex Langens making the stop in there along with Fessler. Good stop. Gain of 3 on the play. Will bring up 3rd down and 11. So the Trojans should be able to hold them here now. At least we hope so. On a 3rd and 11. The ball at the 40, just about the 48-yard line of Newport. They go with a single set in the backfield. The tight end comes over on this side of the field for Newport. Pass, lateral pass over there. It is complete to Hording, but then he's going to be stopped before he can get much yardage out of that. It'll be probably 4th down and 11, and a punting situation for Newport now, as the Newport Buffaloes have it on their own 49-yard line, but it'll be 4th down and 10. 4th and 10. 2.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. The clock continues to run on down here now.
Well, they keep doing the ones like that where they get,
And let's see what they do here on this big 4th and 10 situation. They're going to punt it away.
Was he? Nope. Hold it.
4th and 10.
Yeah, he's a punter.
Good snap and a punt. Line drive punt. You're going to head for the sideline over there, and he goes out of bounds. The referee will signify where it went out of bounds. Let's see. It looks like it went out about the 25. So it'll be 1st and 10 now for UD on their own 25-yard line. They will have exactly 2 minutes remaining here in the first half of play. Okay, here we go on a 1st and 10. Minnick lines up as a single set in the backfield behind Zach Buffington. Zach wants to throw. He's looking. Downfield. He fires. What is it? Is no, he didn't fire it. Nope. He is sacked back there. Well, time Zach was unable to find anybody open, and he got caught way back. It'll be 2nd down and 19 now. Ball all the way back to the 16-yard line of UDA. To throw. Dumps one over the far side of the field. Out of bounds and overthrown it goes. Intended for Wade Whitmer over there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and about 19. 1:10 remaining. That stops the clock with 1 minute 10 seconds remaining here in the first half of play. Okay, on a big 3rd down play now. It's obviously a passing situation, but we'll see. They could throw a little screen over the middle. Looking, dumps one over there in the wing, but oh my, right there is Matt Loesch with the catch, and a Buffalo right there with him. So it'll bring up 4th down now, and the Trojans will probably have to punt it out of there. Timeout called by someone. They stopped the clock. Timeout called by Newport. They want to get that ball back with a little time remaining. There's 58 seconds left on the scoreboard clock here in the first half, and so Newport calls time, and they'll want to run a play or two before this half expires. So UD will be punting it out of there in just a moment. Okay, Jeffrey's back to punt now as the Trojans look at a 4th down and long. And I'll have to get a good snap off here and a good punt. The good snap and a punt. Well, not too long a punt, but let's see where it's going to go out of bounds over on the far side. And let's see, they're going to spot it down at the 34-yard line, the way it looks. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Newport on the Trojan 34-yard line with 51 seconds remaining. So, hey, Time for a couple of plays here for the Newport Buffaloes. The 15, the quarterback comes in there and tells them what they're going to do, or what they'd like to do. They're going to send Hoarding as a wideout on the far side of the field. And back to pass they go. He's got to grab it, and he's going to be thrown down. A flag is thrown, and it's incomplete. But there's a flag back here where somebody, I think, tackled one of the Trojans. And we'll see what the call is here. But it almost has to be holding against Newport. Holding against the Newport Buffaloes. And that'll take them back 10. With 43 seconds remaining. And let's see, it's going to be from the 41-yard line, so it should take it down here to the 49-yard line, I would think. Yep, down to the 49-yard line of Upper Dauphin, where it'll be second down in about 23 or 4. Second down in just about 24. Playing right out in front of us, however, with 43 seconds remaining here in the half. The throw fires one over this way. It is incomplete. Intended for Hoarding, but Hoarding couldn't catch that one. And it's a second down and about 24. 39 seconds remaining here. QB to throw. Fires one over down the sideline. It is complete. No, incomplete. Must have gone out of bounds to make the catch, I guess. Crowd over there, and there's a kind of sparse one, but not too bad for a visiting crowd on this night of a football game, which means a lot to the kids, but doesn't mean anything in the standings. So we'll bring up a third down and 24 with 31 seconds remaining here in the first half. Over the middle. Here's Hoarding with it. 45, 40. Cuts it back this way. 35, 30. Coming down this way. Gets a block. He's going to be all the way. Touchdown. Well, that Hoarding, who does all that scrambling out there, who just reverses the field every time. He caught the pass on the left side, cut it right back to this side, then pick up some blocking on the way and runs it all the way in. So we've got that kind of a ball game. Told you before, this game is far from over. And the score now, UDA 14, the Newport Buffaloes 12, and should Newport go for 2, we could have a tie ball game here. We've got 16 seconds remaining here in the first half. And so they're lining it up to go for 2. They want to tie the ball game up. Hoarding as the running back. QB, a pitcher back here to Nick Hoarding. Hoarding going to try to turn it inside. Did he get in? No, I don't think so. No, he did not. Nope. So for the second time now, the Newport Buffaloes have failed to pick up the extra point, and that gives the Trojans the lead yet, although it's down to 2 now. It is UDA 14 and the Newport Buffaloes 12 with 16 seconds remaining here in the first half of a very, very exciting ball game. Buffaloes getting ready to kick off again. Stephen Minnick and Marco back to receive the kick for UDA. And here comes that Buffalo kick. See where he kicks it. 16 seconds remaining. Gonna line drive, a little bouncing kick, pops up in the air, picked over there by Marco. Marco puts the head down and dives ahead to the 34-yard line, where the Trojans will put it in play. First and 10, 11 seconds remaining here. So the Trojans may elect to do something with it or just kneel on it. Hard to say. The Newport Buffaloes have no timeouts remaining. The Trojans have 2, but with 11 seconds remaining, I would imagine we're going to either throw a long one or just let the time run down here and take that 2-point lead in the halftime. We'll see. No, they're going to go from the shotgun. which means Buffington will be throwing this one would think. Not necessarily. Yep. Fires one down this side over this way. It's going to be out of bounds and incomplete, stopping the clock with 6 seconds remaining. Loesch, the intended receiver, however, over everybody, and so it'll bring up a 2nd and 10 with 6 ticks remaining in the first half. Well, now let's see what happens. We've got Minnick and Loesch, 2 flankers on this side of the field as they go from the shotgun again. Probably the last play of the first half. Buffington to throw. Fires one over the middle. It is incomplete, intended for Wade Whitmer with 1 second remaining. So the Trojans will indeed get one more playoff. And we'll see if we can do something with this. 1 second remaining, 1 play remaining.
They're on the 34. Yeah, I'll wait. Just down.
Okay, let's see what they do with it here now. They'll put all the receivers out on the far side of the field for UD. Buffington to throw. Over the middle. It is complete. And Bryce Harmon's got the pass out at the 50-yard line, but that's going to do it as the half comes to an end. But a very exciting first half for the boys here and for the fans at UDA on this homecoming evening, as we've got a score of UDA 14 and the Newport Buffaloes 12 here at halftime. Back with the second half in just a moment. Well, I mentioned it was the homecoming, and so there's your Upper Dauphin homecoming court, and Maggie Savage, the homecoming queen, and a beautiful one she is at that, for sure.
Where are my helpers? So hard to find good luck
There's that pretty Maggie and her escort. In the meantime, there is a ball game going on here, and I mean it's a hot one. It's 14-12, UD by 2. And the Trojans will kick off to begin the second half of play here. They'll be kicking to the Newport Buffaloes as we get things back on the ball here now. UDA looking to finish off these Newport Buffaloes here in the second half if we can, but a 2-point lead is very, very minimal at best, and so Trojan's going to have to come out here and play some good defense and put some more points on the board. Joe Clark has her teed up here now as we get set to begin the second half of play. He will be kicking off to the Newport Buffaloes, and here we go. 24 minutes to play here. Trojans leading by 2.
Number 27, Art Lindsay.
You're not nervous, are you? You're not nervous, are you?
Here's Clark's kick. It's going to go down here and be picked up at the 15-yard line. This is Hording. Hording tries to come upfield. He can't do it. Number 2 in there, Jimmy Enders, making the stop for UDA, along with 54 out here. But Jimmy making the initial hit. 54 is that Adam Dietrich. And so the Trojans have them in good field position now as they'll start off at the 16-yard line. And it is first and 10 Newport. Langen 65 out there. He looks ready. 77s is that Justin Mattern in the center of that UD line. Quarterback hands it off, and he'll bang ahead for a yard or two before he's gang tackled out there. Noel in on the stop for UD. along with Whitmer and a couple of guys, and the young fella's injured on the play. Looks like he might have got popped in the stomach, and so they're going to call timeout for the injury.
Come on, let's
Okay. 2nd and 7, gain of 3 on the last play. The ball's out at the 19-yard line now of the Newport Buffaloes. See if we can hold them here.
Here it comes. Don't.
Quarterback pitches it back over this way to Hoarding. Hoarding coming around this side, and he's banged down. It looks like it's going to be probably close to, if not a first down for Hoarding. So he swept around the right side. No, he's 3rd and 2. He's a little short. 3rd down and 2. All right. They spot the ball at the 24-yard line. Second down and a short 2.
One time they put it in front of their foot, next time they put it back to their foot, which can make the difference.
70 or 27's got it, and he does not have the first down. I don't think so anyway. He's got over the 30 or 25 to the 26-yard line, but that looks like it's going to be short from here, but they'll probably measure it. No, they're going to measure it. Yeah. Timeout for a measurement. Well, actually, the measurement showed that Newport does have a first down indeed. And so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Buffaloes now with the ball on the 26-yard line of Newport. Oh, we'll see what they do in this 1st and 10. From the I formation they go this time, do those Newport Buffaloes. Yeah, quarterback has it. He's throwing. Fires one downfield. Man is out here alone. He's got it. Can Jeffries catch him? Yes, he did. Jeffries makes the catch, but boy, he had everybody beat by 3 yards that time, and he didn't miss it. And Jeffries, the game or the touchdown saving tackle out there for the Trojans. The ball will be at the 27-yard line of UDA, and it is, of course, a first down. So Newport starting to show off here in the second half with that long pass play. They have a 1st and 10 at the just inside the UDA 27-yard line. 1st and 10, Buffaloes. UB will pitch it back. Here's Hoarding with it. Hoarding to the 25, down to the 20. Now he's going to try to cut it back again. Upfield he goes with it down to the 14-yard line, or 16-yard line rather. It is, let's see, another first down for Newport. So the ball will be spotted down here at the 16-yard line of UDA, where Newport will put it in play 1st and 10. This is just one of those kinds of games here.
Coming to us.
Over the middle they go with it, and dragging them down out there is UDA number 58, Noel. Making the stop out there for UDA. Picked up 4 to be 2nd and 6. Well, actually at the 13-yard line now, where it'll be 2nd down and 7. It's a gain of about 3 on the last play, 2nd and 7. Hoarding sets up on this side of the field this time, and handoff is to Flack or Black or something like that. Gets down to the 10 or maybe the 9-yard line. Gain of about 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and a long 3. Ball is spotted now at the 9-yard line of Upper Dauphin. Trojans got to hold them here. Real tight, need a break. Get a fumble or somebody get in there and get these guys. Pitches back here, a reverse to number 27, and Joe Clark coming in there making a big stop. Clark coming up there from his linebacker position and made a great stop on him on the reverse. And that is the reverse. That's the play we wanted to have here now, as they'll bring him all the way back to the 13-yard line again. and bring up a 4th down and 7. Big play defensively by that Joe Clark. And here we go on a 4th down play. Now, big play for both squads this time.
Right off this corner.
Trojans, he's going to pass it. He's going to throw. Fires one down here. It is going to be incomplete. Whoa. Incomplete. Covering out there for UD and shaking up on the play. Young fella down out here, and I'm not sure. He really flung himself around, and wow. Hang on, everybody. Okay, the Trojans with a 1st and 10 now. They're looking. Fires one over this way, incomplete. Intended for Stephen Minnick, but it goes as an incompletion and bring up a 2nd down and 10 for UDA. Minnick lines up as a single set on this shotgun formation play. On a 2nd down and 10, they'll go to the shotgun. Snap is good. He's looking. Fires one over the middle. It is incomplete, intended for Justin Wiest. But Justin unable to catch that one. Some coverage out there by the Buffaloes from Newport. Double coverage on Justin. So it brings up a 3rd down and 10. Markle checking into the ball game for UDA now. The injury was to Twee Eddy, and Twee being assisted on the sidelines here, but I think Twee is really feeling this one. So we wish Twee the very best, of course. From the shotgun, the Trojans will go again this time. Markle's a speedster out there if they can get a pass to him or however they want to play it. Here comes a good play up the middle. Here comes Minnick. Gets a block from Wade Whitmer and dives ahead to the 30 or 25-yard line. Wow. Going to be close to the 1st down. It might be a 1st down. Boy, you could see the opening that time that Minnick had. A very good job that time by that offensive line of the Trojans, opening up a spot for Stephen to come through there, and indeed he did, and got himself a 1st down out of it. Out to the 29-yard line of UDA. 1st and 10 Trojans. Markle checks out. Harmon checking in there for UDA. Whoa. Williams Valley and Juniata tied at 21. Wow. That's a heck of a ball game between 2 undefeateds. Here we go on a 1st and 10. Whoa, ball kind of bounced back there. Look, here's a flag on the play. I believe it was. Buffington kept it, but there is a flag down here right around the line of scrimmage where holding generally occurs, and we'll find out what the call is here in just a moment. Probably holding on the Trojans. Here's the call. Holding on the Trojans. Penalty takes the Trojans all the way back to their own 11-yard line and makes it a 1st down at about 23 for UD. And this time Buffington will come up over the center. But he's going to throw. He's looking. Gets some protection. Fires one down this way. It is incomplete. Intended for... Let's see. Intended for who? Intended for Wiest. Justin couldn't grab that one, but it goes to an incompletion, 2nd down. 5:56 remaining here in the 3rd period. Trojans leading by 2, 14-12. And Loesch will check out of the ball game for UDA. Buffington, he wants to throw this one. He's looking. Passes it over here for Minnick. Incomplete. That time, I think Stephen might have wanted to run that one before he caught it. And didn't quite hang on to it. We'll bring up a 3rd down. And very long 3rd and about 19. Or 23, rather. 3rd and 23. Loesch back in there. Bryce Harmon checking out for UD. 5:47 left here in the 3rd, and the Trojans looking at a big 3rd down play now. Got to get a whole lot of yardage, so we'll stay back here. If they run it, we'll catch him. Back he goes to throw. Dumps it right over the middle. Loesch has it. And he is going to be tackled after not much on that one, picking up about maybe 5 on the play. Or 4 on the play maybe. It'll bring up a 4th down now, and that means that the Trojans will depend on Jason Jeffries, number 83 here, to come in here and kick this ball out of there. See if Jason can get a good leg into this one. He'll be stepping up to about his own 9-yard line when he gets this one off. Good snap. And kick comes out here. That could get a UD roll, and it does. A slight one anyway. And it's going to be tackled right there is Hording at the 44-yard line of Newport. And Motter in on the stop again for, or not Motter rather, but number 8, Kyle Minnick in on the stop for UD. And Newport will put it in play now on their own 44-yard line, 1st and 10. They're in good field position too. Trojans just couldn't get themselves uncorked there, and especially with that penalty that they picked up there, that kind of hurt them that time. So we'll see if the defense can get it back for them quickly now. Up the middle with it goes number 20. He's got a yard or so, but somebody has a good tackle in there. That's that Motter again. Hanging on to him real good down there. Lowe had him around both legs. You can't hardly run that way with big Justin Mattern. I mean, not Mattern. Justin had him squeezing him, and that stopped him after a gain of just about 3. Be 2nd down and 7. Playing almost directly out in front of us here now. Pitches back there for Hording. Hording will try to turn it upfield over the left side. Now he's going to cut it back a little bit. Still on his feet, breaking some tackles, and finally tackled from behind by that number 8, Kyle Wiest, making the stop out there for the Trojans. 1st down on the play, however, at the 39 or 41-yard line of Upper Dauphin. Hording is slippery. He really knows how to make the cuts and keeps it going. Not a very big guy. Doesn't look very big from here anyway, but he can run them. 1st and 10 for Newport.
Right here. 33, right here.
Pass over the far side, incomplete. Threw it a little bit low. Pretty good rush put on that time by Langens. And number 71 out there, Justin Hunsberger, putting the pressure on the QB that time. He might have threw it a little sooner than he would have liked and threw it short. 2nd down 10. 2nd and 10 now for the Newport Buffaloes as they'll flood this side with a couple of receivers. Quarterback still has it. And he is going to be tackled out there, tripped up by Loesch, and then leaned on by number 58, Knoll, to the 35-yard line of the Trojans. Be 3rd down and about 4. Okay. Big play here. 3rd down and 4. Yeah, well, it's not a big play anymore. 20's got it, goes all the way down. Can somebody get him? No. Touchdown. 35-yard touchdown run, and putting the Newport Buffaloes on top for the first time tonight as the Trojans fall behind now by a score of 18-14. And the extra point try coming up. A nice run that time by that number 20 of Newport. 35-yard run and good for 6. The Buffaloes will go for 2. They haven't been successful on any conversion try tonight so far. Here's a handoff to Hording, and Hording will take it in for 2. Yep. And so the score is the Newport Buffaloes 20 and the Trojans 14. 2:56 remaining here in the 3rd quarter of play. Okay, Newport will kick off here now for the Buffaloes. Here comes the kick. A low line drive type taken over there by Markle. He's up on his feet, and boy, Markle can go if he can get it cut up field. Here he comes to the 45-yard line. A nice run back by Austin Markle. He is a freshman here at the high school, and Austin's going to be a good one. He runs it back up to the 45-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 UDA. 2:45 left here in the third quarter. And the Trojans on the offense now. Been a darn exciting football game from the opening kickoff. Both teams really playing their hearts out here this evening. As Buffington over the center on the 1st and 10. He'd like to throw this one. Fires one over the far side. It is complete to Wiest, and Wiest will dive out of bounds right around the first down marker. Awfully close. We'll see where they spot it. Justin with a nice reception that time. Off the pass from Zach Buffington. It is going to be darn close. We'll see. We'll watch him over here. What do they say? It is a first down, UDA. So the Trojans have a first down on the play. And the ball will be spotted at the 45-yard line of Newport. Loesch into the ball game for UDA. And we'll see if the Trojans can do something with it now. 2:37 remaining in the third quarter. 1st and 10. Here comes Minnick with it, and Minnick will drive it ahead for a couple. Picking up 2, it'll be 2nd down and 8. Got the ball down to the 43-yard line of Newport. 2nd and 8. Minnick, the running back, in the backfield. Whitmer and Wiest flanked on the near side of the field for UDA. Back the pass goes Buffington. He's going to get a big rush, and he's going to be thrown down at the 49-yard line. A little bit of a late whack in there, but no flag on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 12. Loss of 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 12. So 3rd and 12 now for UD. Got to do something here now as they'll go from the shotgun formation. Buffington looking to throw. Fires one down this way. It is tipped in the air, and Matt Loesch trying desperately to get back and grab that one, but just couldn't grab it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So the Trojans will be forced to punt the ball out of there and give Newport another whack at it as Jeffries comes into the ball game for UDA. And Jason will be stepping up to about his own 44-yard line when he gets this one off. Good snap, no rush. And back this way they come. Good line drive, kick taken at the 10. He drops the ball, and let's see, I think he's got it back, but it's at the 9-yard line. So a nice kick by Jeffries, and Newport has the ball on their own 9 inside the UDA, or inside the Newport 10 at the 9. So 1st and 10, Newport on their own 9-yard line with 57 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. So see if we can't get that ball pinned down back here. QB sends running as a receiver this time. And he'll hand this one off to that number 20, and boy, up the middle he comes, bouncing off all kinds of players, and finally stopped in there as Langens stops him along with Noel. So a gain of 9 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 1 yard. So the Trojans gave him too much that time. 2nd and 1, 33 seconds, and so forth. Second down and a yard. This time Horting, who you have to keep your eye on, lines up in the slot on the left side. Up the middle they go with it though, and going, or no, he's going to try to run with it, I guess. I kind of missed him that time. I thought he handed it off to 20, but he didn't. The Trojans trap him in the backfield, I believe. Lost maybe a yard or so on the play. Yeah, lost about a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 2, and that ended the 3rd quarter on that play. So at the end of 3, it's the Newport Buffaloes 20 and the Trojans 14. 12 minutes to play. Okay, Newport heading north at the ballpark as we begin the 4th and final quarter here this evening. 3rd down and about along 2. 20's got it, and he's got the 2 as he barrels out over the 20-yard line to the 21. Something like that. Looks like a 1st down from here. And it is 1st down. The Trojans cannot let Newport score now. We got to get the ball back. Stop them here somehow or another. 1st down at the Newport 21. They flood this side this time, does Newport. Let's see what they'll do with it. Handoff and going up the middle they go, and a flag is thrown right inside there. So there's something amiss, probably a hold, let's hope, on Newport. It is indeed holding on the Buffaloes. So we'll take it and make it a 1st and 20. I'm pretty sure of that. We'll see. The ball moves back to the 20 or to the 11-yard line now, and so it'll be 1st down and 20 for Newport. 1st and 20. And over to that Hoarding around the right side, and Knoll has him along with number 83 Jeffries, bringing him down out there. Picked up about 9 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 11. The ball now spotted right near the 20-yard line of Upper Dauphin. Picking up 9. All right, 2nd down and 11 now. The ball just inches shy of the 20-yard line of Newport. Up the middle with it they'll go, and he drives it ahead to the 24-yard line. Does number 20 out there. Just short of the 25. Gain of 5 on the play. Be 3rd down and 7. There. UD needs a big defensive play here again now. Okay, here we go. On a big 3rd down play. And hold everything. Hold everything. A time might have expired. They have a delay of game penalty here against Newport, and that's big. That'll move it back here and make it a 3rd down and 12. Moves the ball back to the 20-yard line. 3rd down and 11. And so that helps the Trojan cause here now with 9:37 remaining in the ball game. Clock is stopped with the penalty. They moved it back, and they will start the clock with the snap of the ball. Clock will become more and more important as we get her down here. Now the Trojans have to concentrate on getting this back and then getting on the board the next possession. Here's a big play. 3rd and 11. Back to pass goes the QB. Fires one over there, a little screen, but he has some coverage over there, and Horning will be dragged out of bounds as Loesch, Knoll, and Jeffries all over there to contain Nick Horning that time. He gained about 2 yards on the play. It'll be 4th and 10. The ball spotted at the 21-yard line of Newport, so by gosh, there's no way that the Newport Buffaloes will do anything but punt here. So the Trojans send back Austin Markle to receive this punt for UD. He's the only one back there. See what kind of a punt we get off here. Good snap and a punt high but not deep. Got to get out here and let's see. Well, now it gets a great Newport roll. Rolls 15 yards after it hit the ground down to the 31-yard line. So it turns out it's an excellent punt, but it didn't look like it at first, but it got a good Newport roll out of it, and they'll spot it at the 31-yard line, 69 yards away from pay dirt for the UDA. Trojans take over with 9 minutes, 19 seconds remaining here in the ball game. And Buffington will look them over here now in this 1st and 10. He rolls left to throw. Looking. Fires one down. Here it is. Intercepted by number 43. And down to the 30-yard line goes Newport. So the first big turnover of the ball game for the Trojans here now occurs on this pass play as Zach's pass just right into the arms of the on-rushing Newport Buffalo. And that'll stop that series now as Newport takes over on the 30-yard line, and immediately the Trojans have got to go back on defense. And now we'll see if we can cause them to do the same thing here. First and 10 from the 30-yard line for Newport. Motion comes over this way. And the handoff is to the fellow going up the middle, and he is going to be grabbed immediately in there as Knoll finally knocks him over. But big number 77 again, Mattern grabbed a hold of him immediately in there, and no gain on the play. Second down and 10. On a second and 10, Nick Hording lines up as the running back on this second and 10 play. Nope, quarterback wants to throw it. Dumps it over the middle. It is incomplete. Intended for number 32 out here, but he couldn't hang on to it. Brings up a third down. 3rd and 10 now for Newport. Stops the clock with 8:15 remaining here. So the next time the Trojans get the ball is going to be very, very serious time for the UD offense. This play, a big one for the UD defense. Next two plays. 3rd and 10 from the 30. Same lineup as the last play for Newport. Quarterback will throw it again. He's rolling. Fires one down here. It is intercepted by Albert Offit. Here comes Wade Whitmer to the 30, the 35, the 40, and he will be out of bounds up here as Wade Whitmer gets the turnover for UDA. Way to go, Wade. All right. So there you go now with these two teams, as I said, equally matched, struggling but playing good football here as Wade Whitmer picks that one off, runs it back to the 30 or 44-yard line where the Trojans will put it in play. 1st and 10. 8 minutes 4 seconds remaining in the ball game. So Trojans have got to do it now. Trojans without the services of Tuieti, and he taken off on the ambulance, and of course Zach Buffington out of there. Here's Minnick. Minnick turns the right side, and he will get out of bounds over here in front of the UDA bench. Picking up 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Ball at the Trojan 48-yard line. Playing almost in front of us at the 48. 3 receivers on the left side of the field, the far side of the field. Buffington will hand this one off to Minnick. Minnick leading his way up the middle, gets maybe a yard or so out to the 50, but that's all. Picked up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 5. 3rd and 4, make it. 3rd down and 4. They'll give them the forward progress to the 50-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and 4. Well, let's see if the Trojans can make this first down. This will be an important first down now. Nope, wait a second. Flag on the play. Well, the illegal substitution penalty called on the Trojans takes them back 5, makes it a 3rd down and 9. So that one didn't help at all now. So it's a 3rd and 9. From the shotgun they go. Whoa, ball bounces back there, but Buffington handles it. He's going to look and throw one down here. It is complete to Loesch. Loesch still on his feet, gets the first down at the 42-yard line. A nice play by Matt Loesch to elude the tackle after he caught that football. Matt doing an excellent job out there. And it's a first down for the Trojans. Ball's at the 42-yard line of the Newport Buffaloes. 6 minutes, 45 seconds, and the clock continues to run on down here now. Big first down play right there for the Trojans. 1st and 10 now on the 42. Buffington looking to throw. Looking. Fires one over the middle. It is complete to Wade Whitmer. Wade's got it. Wade at the 30, the 25, the 20, heading for the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! Yes! Yes! Touchdown! All right. Wade Whitmer, there's a flag back here. Hold the phone. Flag back at the 30-yard line. A flag at the 30-yard line. Certainly excited this crowd, but oh my goodness. The Trojans flagged at the 30-yard line. This one is coming back. So Newport had one called back. This one's going to come back against the Trojans. Aye. Well, I didn't see it, but maybe it shows on the TV. I don't know. At any rate, it's coming all the way back, and it'll be first down. And let's see, back to the 40-yard line they bring it. It'll be second down and 8. Second down and 8. So, that was really nice, but to no avail. As the Trojans flagged for the infraction out there. So it'll be second down and 8 from the 40. Back to pass goes Buffington. Gets time, has protection. Fires one over the middle. It is tipped up in the air and incomplete. Intended out there for Wade Whitmer. And Wade could not hang on to that one. That'll bring up a third down and 8. Another big third down play here for UDA. Big play. Buffington hands this one over here to Minnick, and he can get away. No, not too much on that, just a few. It'll be third down. I thought they had that marker wrong. And in the first, after the penalty, they had marked it second down. It was only first because they took the penalty, of course, did Newport. So Trojans now looking at a 3rd and 5. So that's a little bit better. Third down, 5 yards to go. Bryce Harmon checking out of the ball game. There we go on a 3rd and 5 for UD. Buffington would like to throw it again. Looking, getting a rush, getting a big rush, and now he's going to pop it up in the air, but let's see. It's going to be as an incomplete, because we had number 11 close there. Loesch come running up there and tried to catch that thing, but anyway, it's going to be fourth down. 4th and 5 now for the Trojans. So a big play here with 5 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the ball game. 4th down and 5 yards to go. Trojans going for it. Big play. Back to pass he goes. Looking. Dumps one over this way. It is incomplete. Intended for Wade Whitmer. No flags on the play. Wade was smothered out there. Wow. But it goes as an incompletion, and the ball will be turned over to Newport now. 1st and 10 on downs that time, as they'll have the ball on their own 38-yard line, 37-yard line, 37 and a half, whatever you call that, right between the 37 and 38-yard line. Takes over with 5:14 left here in the ball game. Number 20's got it. He'll dive ahead to the 40, maybe 41-yard line. Picking up 3 or 4 on the play. Bring up a second down and, well, just about. Oh, might have picked up a long 3. Nearly 4. Crowd chanting defense, and then defense have been out there a lot. See if we can get them here. Here comes Hording. Hording gonna spin it off the right side, and he'll be picking up maybe 3 down to the 44-yard line. He goes. It'll be 3rd down and 3. Trojans got to hold them again. A couple of plays here now with 4:13, 4:12, and so forth. Clock moving on down here. Be inside of 4 minutes before the Newport Buffaloes get this play off. Trojans trailing by 6, 14-20, 20-14. we go on a big third down play. The quarterback keeps it. He's got the big play going for him now as he'll drive it all the way down to the 35-yard line of Upper Dauphin. There's a flag laying back here, however, which is around the line of scrimmage and is where holding sometimes raises its head. Let's see if it did this time in our favor. It did. Holding against Newport. Penalizing the New Buffaloes and stopping the clock with 3:39 remaining here in the ball game. Both teams have their timeouts remaining. They both have 3 timeouts remaining. So this one's going to take the Newport Buffaloes back 10. And we'll bring up a third down and looks like about 14. See where they put the stick over there. Yeah, 3rd and 14. Ball will be back at the 34-yard line of Newport. So the Trojans get a break there with 3.5 minutes. Now the clock is put in motion, so under 3.5 minutes to play. Okay, the fullback comes through with the football this time. Down to the 40, and he's going to be dragged down about the 39-yard line. Coming up there to make the stop for UDA, number 32, Markle, for the Trojans. Gain of 4 or 5 on the play. It'll be 4th down and 8, and the Trojans will get the ball back with good time remaining, just under 3 minutes left to play here, 2 minutes and 55 seconds. So UD will have time to do what they can do and see if we can't get on the board here quickly. Austin Markle, the single man back for UDA to receive this punt. Snap is good. Punt is nice. Going to be taken back here at the 25-yard line. And he's tripped up immediately down there as number 43 rushes down there and puts a stop on him. So the ball will be put in play right at the 25-yard line, where the Trojans will be 75 yards from winning this ball game. And we've got 2.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Okay, here we go now on a 1st and 10 from the shotgun formation, and timeout called, and it looks like we have some kind of a problem here. Dead ball foul, illegal substitution against UDA. Make it a 1st and 15. Okay, so the Trojans are marched back 5 yards on the illegal substitution. Not enough or too many men on the field, whatever it might be. 1st and 15. Now ball back to the 20-yard line now. Pumping to throw. Fires one down the right side. It is going to be intercepted, I think, by number 43. It was intended for Markle. And the Newport Buffalo has just put the stinger into the Trojan homecoming, I'm afraid. Now as they have the ball at the 40-yard line, and worse yet, there's only 2:25 remaining. So it'll be 1st and 10 for those pesky Buffaloes from Newport on the Trojan 40. 1st and 10. Number 20 with it, and he is going to be driving it ahead here for a couple of yards. And timeout will be called by the Trojans, I would guess. Upper Dauphin calls timeout, spends their first timeout with 2:16 left here in the ball game. Okay, the timeout is over. 2nd down and 8 for the Buffaloes.
Yeah, they're going to freaking
And there goes Hording around the right side. Got the 1st down to the 25-yard line. See where they put him out, probably at the 27. First down, Newport. 2:10 remaining in the ball game. He was thrown out of there at the 27-yard line, so it'll be put in play right there by the Newport Buffaloes. 1st and 10 on the Newport 27. Well, Knowles got it, still on his feet, but then he's finally tripped up out there. And timeout called by UDA.
Trojans call timeout.
That'll be their second timeout. They'll have one remaining with 2:01 remaining here in the ball game. All right, here we go on a second down and about 12. There goes that Hording. Hording still on his feet, drives down to the 25-yard line, gain of about 5 or 7 on the play. Timeout called by UDA, and that'll be the final timeout for the Trojans now, with a minute 52 left here in the ball game. And the Newport Buffaloes have the ball on the Trojan 25-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Okay, the timeout is over, and we're set to play. 1:52 left. 3rd down for Newport. Hold them here. Quarterback has it. He'll go up the middle with it. He's going to be dragged backwards here as Mattern got a hold of him. He'll be short plenty of the first down. Mattern with a good tackle that time for UDA. Brings up a 4th down and a long, well, 4th and about 5. A minute and a half remaining in the ball game, and of course Newport will take their time now getting this play in. And then we got to stop them here now. Stop them right here. 1:12 remaining. And the clock moving down. Pitch back over here for Hording. Hording cuts it upfield, and he's got the first down. And that'll about do it now, because the Trojans can no longer stop the clock. So Trojans on the 4th and 5 fail to hold a fleet-footed Hording out there, and he just ran it down to the Trojan 12-yard line. And it'll be put in play there now by Newport, with a minute remaining in the ball game and the clock moving on down. So Trojans in desperate straits now, and nothing short of a fumble or whatever would cause the Trojans to get the ball back. 1st and 10 Newport. He's going to kneel on it, and that'll do it, as they might have to run one more. Clock down to 40 seconds, and it looks like they will be able to kneel on the next one. And they will disrupt the Trojan homecoming here tonight by what would probably be a 6-point ball game, but we'll see. This time they're going to snap it all the way. No, they're not. They just let it go at that. And that's going to do it, as the ball game will come to an end on that play. So the Trojans drop this one to the Newport Buffaloes with a final score here on a homecoming night of 20-14. So there it is. Newport 20, UDA 14. So an excellent ball game, kind of, if you look at it that way. I mean, we hate to lose, of course, but you know, it was really an entertaining game, as both teams pretty much equally matched out here. The big play being a big run here by Newport to score their 20th point, and really put the stinger into the Trojans, and then the Trojans unable to generate the offense when they had the ball the final 2 series. A couple of key penalties in there, and just kind of sunk the Trojans, and that did it. So the Trojans drop game number 5 to go along with 2 victories, 5 losses now in 7 tries in the league. Go 2-8 overall, with 2-6 overall, with 2 games to play next week here at home with Halifax, and then following that going up there to Juniata, who lost for the very first time tonight to Williams Valley by a score of 32-21, I think it was. So we congratulate the Newport Buffaloes, and for the Trojans, they played a heck of a game, just coming up short by 6 tonight, but maybe we can do better next week against those Halifax Wildcats. We'll be here to find out, so we'll see you then. Good night from UDA.